ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa, hey, finally ìjọba Amẹ́ríkà ti gbórí wọlé o. Kì wá ṣe pọ́n gbórí wọlé nìkan, wọ́n ti ṣe ìkọlù ńlá tó lágbára sílùú láti ìlú Sokoto. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni lánàá òde òní lọ́jọ́ kérésì on the 25 oṣù kejìlá ọdún 2025 yìí, òun ni wọ́n gbórí wọlé sílùú Sokoto. Wọ́n dá nǹkan lẹ̀, àwọn agbésùmọ̀mí wọ́n fara pa yánnayànna, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ẹ̀mí ló ti ṣòfò. Donald Trump ò ṣeré rárá o. Ọ̀rọ̀ tá à ń sọ yìí, Donald Trump fúnra rẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀, lórí ìkọlù tá à ń sọ yìí. Ìjọba Nàìjíríà gan ti sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, wọ́n ti confam pé lóòótọ́ àwọn mọ̀ sí ìkọlù tí Amẹ́ríkà ṣe. Mo tún fẹ́ kẹ́ wá lọ gbọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze náà ti analyse gbogbo bí ọ̀rọ̀ náà ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀, ó yẹ wá lọ gbọ́.
I've watched it already, and I'm bringing Americans too to have a conversation about it. I watched it on Fox News. I read it.
On Christmas night.
Have you read his message? Baba don't log out for us. So. As in Trump, send us. Baba say Merry Christmas, as in put Merry Christmas inside the message. Wahala don't do. Wahala don't do. People like John will be happy now. People like John will be happy now. Someone say, has this been confirmed by Nigerian news? Waiting concern me with Nigerian news. If they CNN, they tell me Nigerian news. Which day Nigerians won't wake up, they do their news. Waiting concern me with Nigerian news. Now news will they do for Nigeria. It's true. He has tweeted. I no one bring John because everywhere goes scatter. So make I just leave John. You see, Nigeria's security has been an embarrassment for a long time, unless we don't want to tell ourselves the truth. Nigerian security apparatus has been an embarrassment. How can we be dealing with this matter? How can we be dealing with this matter for over 10 years? They don't drop ego. How can we? Personally, I don't believe America has the right to come into the sovereignty of Nigeria. They are very good at doing this. You understand? I don't believe they have the right to, and they have to show us how they have the right to. But that apart, are you not embarrassed? Can we tell ourselves the truth for once? Are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? My friend was getting married in Ibadan. I know if you drive to Ibadan because I fear the whole bush way day between Lagos and Ibadan. Is it not embarrassing? Must somebody come from outside? We need to tell ourselves the truth. We need to tell ourselves the truth. I don't want to bring anybody on because they might get excited and go and say things, and right now social media is being monitored and all. But what I can see is he has tweeted it. Sabio just sent me, babe, check my DM. You see Sabio sent it. I can bring Sabio. I think Sabio is calm enough. The only person that I trust here, John, will scatter everywhere. Unless, John, you write me an undertaking and send it to my WhatsApp that you will behave. Noel, I will block you and remove you if you cannot. If you go around and start getting, I don't want to hear the word TERR. I don't want to hear BOMB. If you cannot manage it, don't just bother coming to my life. You cannot manage yourself. You go and get excited, brother. I will block you.
Right.
Sure, you hear me.
That
You
is
have to be
great.
able to
Good
manage
evening,
how you talk. Don't greet me. I don't want to hear greeting. You have to manage
That's
how you
great.
talk. Sure, you understand what I'm
Okay.
saying. This is a very sensitive
But
matter.
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
I know.
All right.
Daddy Freeze, first of all, good evening.
Good
Merry
evening.
Christmas to you and your family.
And to you and
Noel here
yours.
from London, in England here. So, I think the most important thing we need to understand is the Nigerian government has to confirm this officially. I mean, even if so, from a United Nations perspective, I mean, given the Act of 1945, that agreement that we had after the Second World War, the Nigerian government has to be aware of whoever, whether it's America, it's Ghana, it's Cameroon, it's even Benin Republic. So whether it's America or Britain or whoever, there has to be some kind of audience for the Nigerian government. They need to know what's happening. I mean, it's not a matter of Trump saying he'll do this or do that. I think the most important thing we need to understand is what are the circumstances. Now, I'm sure you're aware that the United States of America is building the biggest embassy in the world in Nigeria. I'm sure you're aware of that.
In
right?
Abuja.
Yes, right. They have one in Abuja and they have one in Lagos. So, Lagos as well. And so the most important thing is, what is the relationship between Nigeria and America? Because a few weeks ago, I think the NSA, chief, bless him, was in America, and they had a conversation. It was a decent conversation between Nigeria and United States. So what is this for? Are they good intentions? Are they bad intentions? No one knows. I think the most important thing is we shouldn't start crying or, people going crazy about certain things. We need to understand why and what's happening. I think that's the first thing. We all know Trump says a lot of things, but there is governance. And America is a very powerful country, one of the most powerful countries in the world. So there is Nigeria, of course, is one of the most powerful African countries in the world, and one of the most, successful African countries. We are the seventh largest producer of oil, crude oil, natural resources in the world. So I think the most important thing is understanding what is going on from the government, from the national security advisors, from the security bosses in Nigeria, and you're correct. You're 100% correct, Daddy Freeze. About social media doing it could be on his blog saying things, but they need to be some kind of governance between Nigeria and United States to understand exactly what's going on. There may be things that we're not privy to know, Daddy Freeze. There may be things that that
John, please let him finish. After that, you come. I beg, no vex.
There may be things that we are not privy to know, Daddy Freeze. That the office of the president of Nigeria knows that we don't know. So we can't start saying things, confirming this or that. Whatever, like I said before, whatever Trump says or does, I'm sure the American government will know about what's happening. I don't think it's just something we need to watch what's going on, and hear from the other party. We can't hear from someone who's 7,000 miles away in another country, saying things about what's happening and Nigeria not aware of it. We need to understand exactly what the circumstances are. And that's it. Until we hear from the Nigerian government and officials, we can't really accept anything, can we?
Okay, so, bro, sir, whenever people come out and say that America has no right to do this, America has no right to do this, the primary aim of the President of the United States of America is to protect the sovereign integrity of the United States from every form of terrorism, both foreign and domestic.
Just say TER. Just say TER. I beg.
From any form of TER, from both foreign or domestic. Now, when there is a foreign threat, let me give you an example. Imagine this thing happening in the Northwest is ISIS. We know that. They are affiliated to ISIS. It's ISWAP, ISIS West Africa. Imagine they get so powerful and they take over Nigeria. They can launch coordinated strikes on the US and its allies, both in Africa and in the United States. If there's, do you remember what happened when they took over Iraq and some parts of Syria? They were a national, a global disgrace. America does not want to sit back and watch that happen under their nose again while they remain world power. There is a charter agreement that gives America the power to go in and dislodge when the government of any country in the world fails to. And they are not targeting northern businessmen. They are not targeting northern schools. They are targeting northern criminals. And I expect the presidency to issue out a press release and tell them, thank you, America, for doing what we couldn't do. They don't need the consent of anybody.
Nigeria is a sovereign state. Nigeria is a sovereign state.
Nigeria is a sovereign state.
Yes.
Nigeria is a sovereign state, yes.
It has the right to defend itself regardless of America.
Was Pakistan not a sovereign state when they flew into Pakistan to take out Osama bin Laden? And Pakistan was a sovereign state then. Guys, please, let's stop playing politics with real life beings. We are talking about a country where we are hearing of coordinated attack. This a cell discovered in Lagos, a cell discovered in Anambra, a cell discovered in here. And you guys think it's not serious? All it's going to take is for these guys to run off by mistake one battalion of the Nigerian army. They will now have a base to operate from. I'm not saying that the Nigerian government cannot do anything, but they are slow in what they are doing. They're slow in their response. What I expected from the presidency after Donald Trump issued that warning was the swift response we had in Benin Republic when there was a coup attempt in Benin Republic. I expected all the jets in Makurdi to be in the northwest, dropping coordinated babies on these guys. Failure to have done it. I don't think the United States was left with any other option than to come in and at least try to salvage us. And also, when you guys are talking about the presidency knowing, if I am Donald Trump, I will not let the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria know. Because every fingers are pointing to people, allegedly, within the presidency. Then why should I tell them? The president, don't forget that the presidency is not an individual, it's an institution. The fingers are pointing to people within the presidency. We've seen press conferences of an ex-military intelligence chief, ex-DSS men, saying that we know who these people are. Some of them are in government. Why should Donald Trump be sharing the same intel with that government?
All right. Okay.
Let's hear from Sabio too. Thank you, John.
Okay, Daddy Freeze, well done. I greet everybody in the house.
Well done.
Yes. So first of all, my statement is not even a justification, not justification. I want to first of all say that as a Nigerian, we know that definitely no Nigerian, whether you're in America, whether you're in Nigeria, whether you have dual citizenship, whether you have only Nigerian citizenship, no wise Nigerian will be happy that Nigeria is always in the news for the bad reasons, such as this, okay? Not just only America coming, but things that are happening there. Yesterday, somebody called me and I was surprised first time in my life that somebody went for an immigration interview in the US. And a case that was supposed to be approved immediately. The officer looked at him and said, "You are a member of Black House. Therefore, we are not going to approve this. It is a gang." Why did I start from there? You will say it's not related to this. Hold on now. Now, why did I start from there? I start from there because I want to explain something to you. The United States, like we already know, has its downside. But one thing they are good at is when things start coming up, the US do the police. They watch things, they know, they hear, and they follow the trend. So that was why I gave that example. But I don't want us to digress to that part. This Donald Trump's action, as he has claimed, because I've looked at all the news recently, I sent it to you, dear. Is like the gentleman upstairs up there said, it's a developing news. We don't know the resultant effect, but I know that the president of the United States does not talk anyhow. So he has said that it is massive, and he used the word that they are casualties already. So we know that they are already casualties, and he said it was massive. Those are his exact words, and the Christmas gift to the tea people. Okay? Now, when you say, because I want to address the man upstairs, because I didn't like what you said when you talked about sovereignty. You see, it's so unfortunate that I live in America, because I would have loved to say this. I've noticed something about some Nigerians. The fact that you have bad blood against a certain country does not mean you should be biased. I'll give you an example. When Nigeria went to call France to come and collect all of you NIN, nobody said Nigeria is a sovereign country. You cannot come into our country and carry all our data, our details, and share it with another sovereign country. I don't know if you understand. Because giving your NIN to France, it's like America giving their social security, their solar to Nigeria or any other country, which will never happen. But Nigerians don't see it as a bad thing. If a Chinese or China comes to Nigeria to collect their resources, Nigerians are not angry. But once they don't see America, there's this hatred. I don't know why. There's this bitterness. Am I saying America is perfect? No. There's this reluctance about America. And let me tell you, if China had thrown this thing, so Nigeria will not be angry. You think I'm joking? They won't be angry. But once they just say America, so without missing words, what am I trying to say? We are all here. We follow these things systematically since this incident started. Our national security advisors and others, they came here to the US to meet with the US people. They even told Nigerians that they've come into an agreement to tackle these people. Did they not say it? They have pictures and video evidence of these things. So America did not just come and drop something there without meeting with the Nigerian government before now. So they already reached an agreement. And from what we heard, the Americans say they're not coming on ground. Whatever they are going to do, they will do from home. It's balloons, they will just be giving us Christmas, happy Christmas. So what am I trying to say here? I don't think the Nigerian government, or let's wait for their reaction, but I'm just projecting based on what we have both seen. So they're already working with the Nigerian government. And if you are a Nigerian that is very sincere, regardless of whether you like America, you like Trump, don't like Trump, you will notice one thing has changed. Because life is all about mentality. Before this one came into this Nigerian matter, these people used to think that they are Alpha and Omega in that country. I'm telling you, they go as far as threatening a sitting president of Nigeria that if you don't obey, you never come back again. Do you know what that gentleman, even though I'm not a supporter, you understand? That's because before Trump came, if classic Trump went to help him indirectly, you will not understand. They were already conditioning a man with this their level, saying no go collect next election. Because they know what they do. They do it. When they see that they don't want the president, they will make the place ungovernable for you. So this is a question of politics, religion, and order. I'm not even saying it from a Christian angle. Even that Christian angle is even divisive. I don't believe it's just a Christian thing. No, I believe they are targeting Nigeria, and politicians being who they are, they can sacrifice even their own mother and father. So Even if a Christian or a Muslim politician want power, and what they need to do is take his own fellow faith person to go, they will do it. You know? So, why am I trying to say this? Since this incident happened, look at what I've seen. The man who, look at the people they are arresting now. Some of the financials of this nonsense. Small, they are getting to them. Look at how they changed some people in the office. Before, the president can want to do it, but they will condition him, but now they cannot. And now, even if the president had done this without Donald Trump, let me tell you what they would have said.
Sabio, are you using earpiece? Are you using earpiece? Remove the earpiece. They know they hear you well. Yes. Earpiece, no, they let them hear you well.
All right. So,
put them inside the case, because if you did down, it goes still the peak.
I should put it where?
Inside the case.
I think it's fine now.
No, it's still not fine.
I'm good. So,
That's good.
Right. So the point I'm going to is that no matter what, let us just say there are things I would not have said. It's not like I even support this man, but the truth must be said. This power drunkenness of these certain people that feel they head the country. Okay, look at how our national security personnel that were owning those offices before. Look at their CV. You go and bring somebody from water board to come and be controlling the entire security structure of Nigeria. Because of U.S. interference now, those things are not changing. Do you understand my point? Before, even in the...
Sabio,
yeah.
why would we have those things in the first place?
I understand, John. You are 100% correct. But what I'm saying, let us just deal with the issue now. Because in the first place, I will answer that. That's a great question. That's where I'm going to. Why you ask that in the first place is this. Imagine you, John, that you be even Baba, that is BT, where did the office, Let me tell you the truth. If you realize that these people are telling you that if you don't put this our gap for national security, you're not going to figure our vote to, because we know what will be wrong. We'll start to scatter everywhere.
Sabio.
Your hands are tied.
Sabio.
Yes.
I will not make order brief for anybody, because as the president and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, your primary responsibility is not re-election. It's securing the lives and properties of Nigerians.
Yes.
Whether you're re-elected or not. Let's stop holding brief for our bad leaders.
No. Nobody's holding brief for them.
If I am president and anybody comes at them, they won't re-elect me. But you see, these 4 years that I am here, things will work. And I will set up institutions to make sure that whether you don't re-elect me, the next person cannot be mad again.
Yes, that's supposed to be the norm. That's what we are saying.
No, I don't care.
I
don't care if anybody's telling you that he's not going to be re-elected. He has failed.
Right?
He has failed. Simple.
Yes, that is supposed to be the norm. That's what me and you are saying here. But I am telling you, there's a difference between being a norm and based on what is happening in our society. It's like when TF says some certain things, maybe say this is the norm in their abroad or something like that. It doesn't mean that is right, but this is what is applicable. So when I'm speaking, I'm not only, I've told you here, if BT are not supporting one day, but what I'm telling you the system in that place. But now, what is good? We are seeing changes. That's what I'm trying to say. We are seeing those changes that we are not supposed to even have in the first place. You should not have gotten to that place, which you are now indicating. Okay? So, what did he say? Do you know that the statement of DT right after this thing, it sounded like a warning and the end. But he said, if, he used the word, he said, if it continues, there will be more. What the US have just done, let me tell you what I think they are doing. They are trying to tell these people that, let's just give you an example. I don't know if you understand. If you think you are down there, we can reach you. You know the way they say example A. So the US just showed example. Now, these people will now realize that, so the technology that these people have, there's a difference between seeing US go do it somewhere else and they do it to you. So they did it directly to show them that no matter where you are, if we want to get you, we are going to get you.
You know, when people were complaining about US wanting to come and build a military base in Nigeria, I told them, you see, everything America wants to do, they don't need to put one single boot on Nigeria's soil to do it.
No.
They can launch everything from drone command centers in Africa. Africom, just here. Africom, if you start to swim well from Nigerian waters, if you swim this Africom, it's just here waiting for you. They can launch them from drone command centers in Africom. The drones will fly straight up.
Did you listen to Israel Prime Minister's statement today? Even before the release of this track, if you are listening to it, you suspect that something like this will happen. It's the first time that the Israel Prime Minister said, for the first time, that they will not. He mentioned Nigeria specifically today. Today, you will see it will come out. He said that they will not take the whatever Christian whatever in this. So I knew that something was going to happen. He said it today. He even gave example. Yes, go ahead.
And you know, when people try to be diplomatic and say that it's not about Christians, it's not about Muslims, people like us get agitated because we lived it, we saw it. With no disrespect to the North, or do no disrespect to my Muslim brothers, not every Muslim is like that.
Absolutely.
But whether we like it or not, there are those particular Muslims that are radicalized. The primary target are Christians. Anybody can quote me anywhere. I grew up in Maiduguri. I was born, bred, and buttered in Maiduguri. In my lifetime as a young man, between my ages of consciousness and the age of 20, I witnessed not less than 7 religious crises, very brutal ones. From the Bauchi massacre to the Sharia crisis to different crises. The one where person where they France go draw something, they go can't catch Christian where they Maiduguri. We don't even know where France did. We don't know where France did. That doesn't even know that France exists in the map. The earlier we start speaking against this, the better for us. Because if we don't, it will become a norm. How many times Deborah was brought out, was unalived for her faith, because of her faith, whether we like it or not. It was because of her faith, because her faith is different from theirs. Till tomorrow, the Department of Public Prosecution have not prosecuted the key suspects in that event.
Yes. And because of, to add to that, do you know that because of America now, that guy has been released, the guy that protected himself.
The guy that protected against that Fulani headsman is
Yes, he has been released. You know,
but Deborah cannot be released.
No, I'm just giving an example. No, that guy was not even supposed to be released in the first place. You know that?
So he wasn't supposed to be
If not for Yankee Pumat. So what am we trying to say? We are all saying the same thing. These people, they were over-believing in themselves. And I always tell people, like, who care to know? Having lived in all these countries, Asia, Europe, and now America, I tell people something. As you are sitting there, and if you sit down there, America there around that. Every day I keep saying it. How is America around it? If you go your phone, you will see American technology inside there. If you go your social media, where you want open today, there's no Nigerian that does not interact with America on a daily basis. If you are not using American-owned company, Facebook, you are using Instagram, you are using Gmail,
You are using Apple.
Apple. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? These people, they have every means to target these people. So when they come to you and they tell you that they are seeing these people getting closer, people think they are joking. Before the former president of Nigeria left, what was the greatest challenge he had? John will tell you, we all know it, was that Ruga issue. Because that was when they wanted to distribute all of them everywhere.
everywhere.
Everywhere. They were going to distribute them everywhere so that if anything happened, they take over anywhere. All those ones that you are talking here, you are saying not. If not for the fact that that period they were planning those things, you know, there was rebellion by different states, farmers, and some state governors. They're talking about ranching and all those kind of stuff. If not, as they are bringing the cattle, putting them there, they are putting their whatever people there. Do you understand? So the point here is that we are not. I hope and I believe it's still my prayer. I don't like what is going on. I just pray this one will sound as a warning, if at all, and let's just hope that this thing don't even come to this point. That is what I'm praying for. Nobody wants to see it. You just turn every time Niger. No, it's not good now. Even for us, it's not good.
But my question is, and my question to the presidency, whom I pay taxes to, is how is he quick to respond to a coup d'etat in Benin Republic? And he's not quick to respond to these miscreants in northern Nigeria.
The answer is clear now. A very clear answer, which is what we said initially. These people, once they are there in the office, anything that affects their election, why he's responding to that country is not because he likes that country. It's because he knows that those people's mission are to be bringing military to take over in their country and Francophone taking possession before we reach our turn. That was why he did that. Anything that will affect their re-election, I am telling you this, anything that will affect them from power, they will react. So let me tell you, if for instance it was possible, if Trump, for instance, was possible, I'm not saying it's possible, if Trump called Baba at our room, tell us, say, come, if you don't do this thing, I swear on my oath, you will never win your next election. Anything you tell I go to do. I'm telling you, they are selfish. They don't care. That's what I'm trying to explain to you just now when I said, at the time the US has not come, if they are calculating things and they see that what favor them, even though they know that thing is bad, is playing blind eyes to these people, they keep doing it. Not as if they don't know what to do. Do you understand my point? Like when you were saying just now, you said, you asked a question. You said, why must it come to this? If not for the US, for instance, that it has failed. If a village is attacked in Nigeria, for instance, and Baba sent people to go and wipe that village, the people that did it, these people will go to their radio and start announcing that this man is wiping their religion. They will turn it against him.
Okay.
Do you understand? So he has some covering. Any small thing says America, it's not me. Do you understand?
No, but let's get it right.
Okay.
We are nobody saying that he should go to Sokoto, or Gusau, or Birnin Kebi to drop payloads. No, we are saying these people use telephones to communicate. For every phone call you make, it is routed via a telecommunication mast that can be traced. When you trace those telecommunication masts, you can actually identify the bush that call is coming from. When you identify the bush that call is coming from, basic technology, launch a drone with a CO2 sensor, a carbon dioxide sensor into that bush. It will tell you exactly where humans are, because human beings breathe out carbon dioxide. Trees breathe in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. So if the drone is flying with a CO2 sensor, where there is oxygen, CO2 level will be low. That is the only trees that are there.
Okay.
But once it gets to any place where the CO2 level spikes up, there's human activity going on there.
Yeah.
Once you identify
you are a first class graduate. I know that. At least I heard that, and that the freeze confirmed it. There's something I want to say to you, John, as a first class graduate. As you are sitting there, I know you did engineering. I don't know the specific discipline. if you go to any university, even without professor, even you can use theory to tell us how Nigeria will have 24 hours power electricity today. You will prove it on a dashboard, with chalk, pen and biro. Are you hearing me? Nigerians are so intelligent, for instance, that even a Nigerian man can design a vehicle for Toyota in Japan. But the Nigerian cannot do ordinary rubber plastic in Nigeria. What am I trying to say? All these things you just said now are things that probably possible. But what I'm saying is that even if you are the president trying to do that, this system in itself, will it function? So there have been many things that Nigerians know the solution in theory, but have never come to fulfillment in practical. Because even if the president say that tower they are going to hack, whatever, these people will tell you, now they won't put as the head of the person that control the tower. So that when the president now asks where's the location, instead of left, they'll say it's right.
So, bro, look at it this way. For payloads, for a normal drone, carrying an interballistic, a sub-ballistic missile, just that missile alone can cost up to $100,000. Yes, can cost up to $100,000. Now, in strikes, precision. In strikes from a third world country, precision is key. So it is cheaper for you to apply this technology. We're not asking them to design a drone. No, buy it. Buy an already existing technology. Just apply it. Yeah. Just apply it. And when the Nigerian military knows how to do all these things, I can tell you for facts.
Yes, they have engineering. You know what I'm saying? They have engineering departments.
The problem is the willpower from the approval structure.
That's what we are saying now. We are saying the same thing. The system.
So in that case, Donald Trump has should come in.
Okay, let us quick. My battery is about to go, so let us quickly allow my dear brother Fubara to share his 2 cents on this particular matter.
I just read on Reuters now, and this is it, that this strike is at the instance of a request from Nigeria. So, yeah, it is here on Reuters.
Bro, I don't believe that. If it was the request of the Nigeria, if it was the request, see, damage control.
Wait, John, wait, make us
tell you something.
Wait now.
Instance and request of the Nigerian government.
I understand, but
Donald Trump will add it in his statement.
Don't let us speak to condemn our country like that.
I will condemn
you. Nobody's condemning. Who's condemning our country?
What have they been doing for the past 10 years?
See, everything you have said you are correct. But I'm just saying it. See, the news is just breaking, and now by tomorrow we get more clarification, or we get more clarity on these things. So for me, I quickly went on to check. I didn't check any Nigerian media, and I saw that it's the instance of Nigeria, and definitely we've seen our national security advisor move to US, come back like 2 times, and then
we've talked about that. Yes.
In diplomacy, you said it's Sabio. In diplomacy, there are treaties that you sign. These treaties are things that will guide you on what to do and what not to do. I'm not saying, see, Nigeria, Trump, I've even checked under world rules and regulations that Trump can invade. Definitely, when they came to rescue the Americans here, I guess it was in collaboration with Nigerian soldiers. Definitely, they can't just except there is a war situation. Now, is any American government establishment threatened? If they are threatened, they can do whatever. I'm just saying it, but right now, you have mentioned and you captured it well, most especially John, that we don't have the willpower. See, this country, we have the banditry, like I mentioned, I don't want to call it.
No, but there's a clarity you need to make. Sorry, wait, 1 minute. There's a clarity you need to make.
Okay.
The clarity you need to make, please, while I just make that comment, is this. See, there's a you know, when I mean, and you, I tell you something, there's mosquito in my house, and you give me authority and said, okay, this mosquito, after you see the mosquito, kill it.
Thank you.
It means you are giving me order, but not like when I want to go and kill the mosquito, I will not call you.
I tell you.
Like I say, this evening, I want to go and kill mosquito in your house. So when they say in collaboration with Nigeria, what they mean there is that Nigeria has already given the US the power to say, okay, if you see them, take them. Meanwhile, the Nigerian government don't know the time. After you are telling Nigerian government you are coming tomorrow morning, you're not going to see those terrorists again. You're not going to see them again.
So, guys, we're about to round off. Thank you so much for all your inputs. My battery is about to go. God bless you. I appreciate this conversation. Thank you so much. Sabio, John, Fubara, we are on standby. As the matter unfolds, we will make sure that the details get to you. God bless you, and God bless Nigeria. Thank you, guys. See you later. Happy Boxing Day.
Finally, àwọn ọmọ ológun Amẹ́ríkà padà gborí wọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ẹ wò, wọ́n pe túlánà òde yìí. Wọ́n fẹ̀mí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn terrorist yìí. Wọ́n fẹ̀mí wọn ṣòfò dànù torí pé àtáàkì tí wọ́n ṣe sí káàmpù wọn léraléra báyìí ni àwọn ohun ìjà ogun tí wọ́n kó wọlé ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń ró lákọlákọ nípa gbogbo wọn run lọ. Láwọn agbègbè kan lókè ọ̀yà lọ́hùn-ún ní Sokoto gangan ni wọ́n sọ wípé wọ́n balẹ̀ sí Bàgẹ́ àti bẹ̀ gangan náà ti wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní chánẹ́ẹ̀lì àwọn ohun ìjà ogun yìí tó jẹ́ pé káàmpù àwọn bandit gangan ni gbogbo ẹ̀ ní ń balẹ̀ sí ni wọ́n pa gbogbo wọn run. Ẹ wò ẹ̀mí ṣòfò lánàá òde yìí ẹ̀mí àwọn bandit ni o. Ẹ jẹ́ agbóṣùbákàrẹ̀ fún Donald Trump torí eléyìí iṣẹ́ takuntakun lélẹ̀ tó ṣe. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn ẹ dákun dábọ̀ ẹ súnmọ́ bí o ẹ bá ń wá nǹkan fìdílé tàbí kẹ́ fìdílé nǹkan ẹ jẹ́ n sáré gbé yín débẹ̀ kí n yànnàná ẹ̀ fún yín bó ti ṣe ṣẹlẹ̀ gan ní pàtó tẹ́ ò bá gbàgbé. Ẹ rí i pé ní nǹkan bí oṣù bíi mélòó kan sẹ́yìn báyìí ni Donald Trump ti kọ́kọ́ jáde tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pariwo wípé ìpakúpa tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà wípé ti tó gẹ́ o pé káwọn ìjọba orílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà kí wọ́n tètè wá nǹkan ṣe sí ní kíákíá ni o láì fi àkókò ṣòfò torí pé bí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ó lóun ó kọ̀máǹdì àwọn Department of War òun wọ́n gborí wọlé pé ghana blazing ni pé wọ́n pa gbogbo àwọn terrorist irun yanyan ni ó ní it will be quick and fast and furious ó láwọn ghana blaze gbogbo wọn àtìgbà náà ni jànàjànà ti dé bá àwọn ìjọba orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sá kólóbà káàkiri láti rí i dájú pé gbogbo àwọn rògbòdìyàn tó jọmọ́rọ̀ terrorist lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pé kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kó lọ pàrọ́rọ́ rí i pé látìgbà náà ní egungun àwọn bandit yìí ní gbogbo ẹ̀ náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń le sí kókókókókó táwọn bandit náà ń ṣe fídíò pé kó máa bọ̀ àwọn ti ṣe tán àwọn ti ṣe gbá àwọn ti ṣàwo páwọn náà kojú ẹ̀ ní. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn ọ̀rọ̀ gbẹnu tán lánàá òde yìí nígbà táwọn ọmọ ológun Amẹ́ríkà tí wọ́n gbórí wọlé tó jẹ́ pé kò kàn tiẹ̀ sẹ́nì kankan tí wọ́n fún lára wọ́n ra gbórí wọlé ni wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní àtáàkì lánàá òde yìí náà ni o alẹ́ àná níṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo àwọn káàmpù yẹn gbogbo wọn ti sùn dáadáa làwọn bandits yìí làwọn ọmọ ológun Amẹ́ríkà ni wọ́n gbére iṣẹ́ wọn jáde o tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ghana blazing gbogbo wọn tí gbogbo bọ́ǹbù ọ̀hún bí bọ́ǹbù ní bí nǹkan ni wọ́n ṣàgbére iṣẹ́ wọlé ní wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní jù sí káàmpù àwọn terrorist wọ́n ní deadly strike ni pé kódà numerous ni pé wọ́n ń ṣe léra báyìí ni wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní strike àwọn terrorist yẹn. Ẹ wò Donald Trump òun náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ó kọ́ sórí Truth social platform ẹ̀ lánàá òde yìí ni o ó ní pé ó ní ẹ kú ọdún ẹ kú ìyèdún o gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn pàápàá jùlọ àwọn bandits tẹ̀mí wọn ti ṣòfò. Bó lọ̀rọ̀ yìí ṣe jẹ́ gan pàtó ẹ̀yin ẹ̀mí ẹ súnmọ́ bí ẹ bá ń comment kẹ́ máa like ẹ sì máa pín fọ́nrán ìkáàkiri lógúnlógún lọ́gbọ̀n ẹ máa bó síaṣíà ẹ máa bó kárakára bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kẹ́ máa bá mi bó káàkiri
tààràtààrà ẹ jẹ́ n sáré gbé yín débẹ̀ kí yànnà náà fún yín bó ti ṣe ṣe gan ní pàtó àmọ́ ṣáájú ìgbà náà ẹ jẹ́ á sáré dójú ọjà.
àdìtú ètò kan tọ́lọ́run ọba mi yọ́nú sí ètò tá a gbé kalẹ̀ láti kọ́ ọmọ aráyé lọ́gbọ́n ètò tá a ti ń tú àwọn àṣírí tó kẹnu tó fẹnu tó lọ́rìn àwọn àṣírí tó wà lábẹ́ aṣọ tí ń kọ́ni lọ́gbọ́n àwọn ìlàkọjá àwọn èèyàn tó kà màmá ó yá máa sáré tètè lọ sórí ìkànnì wa níbi tẹ́ ti máa jẹ̀gbádùn ètò àdìtú níbi tí a ti máa tú pẹrẹpẹrẹ àwọn àṣírí kò tán síbẹ̀ o àǹfààní tún wà fún gbogbo àwọn tó bá ń wo fọ́nrán wa láti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ dópin gbọ̀n láti fi recharge card wọ 1,000 naira ṣèfàjẹ́ lórí gbogbo fọ́nrán àdìtú ó yá tara ṣàṣà lọ sórí YouTube kẹ́sì tẹ àdìtú reality show rí pé o subscribe like comment share kó o sì má gbàgbé láti tẹ agorẹ́bẹ́tẹ́ tí bẹ́ẹ̀ oní ọmọ ta olólobó wípé a tún ti du àwọn fọ́nrán míì síbẹ̀ àdìtú ètò àwòkọ́gbọ́n.
ẹ tún káàbọ̀ padà ẹ̀yin èèyàn Donald Trump lánàá òde yìí ló kọ sórí Truth social media platform ló ní pé òun ni òun lòún pàṣẹ fún àwọn Department of War òun pé kí wọ́n tètè kán tara ṣàṣà pé ìpakúpa tí wọ́n pa àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà kó tó gẹ́ o bó tilẹ̀ jẹ́ pé kò kí ń ṣe kìrìsìtẹ́nì nìkan ni wọ́n ń pa àmọ́ onípakúpa orí ọ̀rọ̀ kìrìsìtẹ́nì ló dúró lé opportunity tó fi ráàyè gborí wọlé gangan nìyẹn ó ní pé ìpakúpa tó ń pa àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì bó ti tó gẹ́ ọmọ Léfì wípé gbogbo àwọn bandits tó ń sọsẹ́ yìí pé òun fẹ́ wá fìtìnà tí wọn òun fẹ́ wá gbé gbóná fún wọn tẹ́ ò bá gbàgbé ẹ rí i pé ní nǹkan bí ọjọ́ bíi méjì báyìí ni ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ bọ́ǹbù àwọn àdó olóró tó dúgbàmù ní agbègbè Màdúgùrí níbi tí wọ́n ti pa èèyàn 5 lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó sì jẹ́ pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn wọ́n fara pa yánnayànna inú mọ́sálásí ni àwọn báńdíìtì tún wọ̀ lọ tí wọ́n bọ́ǹbù gbogbo àwọn tí ń bẹ inú mọ́sálásí tí wọ́n ń kírun lọ́wọ́ ọjọ́ kejì ọjọ́ tíṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí ṣẹlẹ̀ ni Donald Trump ló pàṣẹ fáwọn Department of War pé kí wọ́n tètè kán tara ṣàṣà kí wọ́n gbé wọlé báyìí kán lọ launch strike wọn nígbà táwọn náà Donald Trump ní gẹ́gẹ́ bí òun ṣe jẹ́ commander in chief torílẹ̀-èdè United States lọ́hùn wípé launch attack tí wọ́n ṣe sọ́dọ̀ àwọn káàmpù àwọn bandits yìí pé ó ní agbára ní o wọ́n ní gbogbo àwọn ISIS terrorist com tí ń bẹ lókè ọ̀yà lọ́hùn pé gbogbo wọn pátápátá ni wọ́n ti padànù wọ́n láwọn tó kù pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe wí agbẹ́jẹ́ mọ́wọ́ pé késekése ni wọ́n rí yìí o wọ́n ní bàbá kàṣàkàṣà ṣe ń bọ̀ lọ́nà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Donald Trump ló ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ fún gbogbo àwọn èèyàn lánàá òde yìí lórí Truth social media platform wọn ẹ rí i pé gbogbo àwọn ìwé ìròyìn pátápátá ni wọ́n ti gbé ìròyìn yìí torí pé kíni wọ́n ní ìsọsẹ́ táwọn ọmọ ológun Amẹ́ríkà tí wọ́n ṣe sí káàmpù àwọn terrorist lánàá òde yìí pé kò kéré rárá kò bẹ́ntì ó ní agbára díẹ̀ èèyàn mi ẹ̀dá kan dábọ̀ ẹ máa ń pín kínní káàkiri lógúnlógún lọ́gbọ̀n ẹ máa bo ṣíaṣíà ẹ máa bo kárakára bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kẹ́ máa bá mi bo káàkiri tààràtààrà kó balẹ̀ tètè kan ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn lára Donald Trump ní pé òun ò lè lajú òun lẹ̀ kíta lòbó kò wá o torí pé kíni òun ní gbogbo báwọn bandits ṣe ń sọsẹ́ tí wọ́n ń pa àwọn èèyàn nípakúpa pàápàá jùlọ àwọn kìrìsìtẹ́nì lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà ó ní orílẹ̀‐èdè Amẹ́ríkà wọn ò ní fara mọ́ ẹlẹ́ rárá bí ti ń wò mọ́ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ wípé àwọn Amẹ́ríkà wọ́n ti bíríìjì lọ́ọ̀kan o wípé sovereignty law orílẹ̀‐èdè tó lóba tó níjòyè tó lófin pé wọn kàn lè ṣàì kùgìrì wọ orílẹ̀‐èdè wa kókò wọn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní pa àwọn báńdíìtì nípakúpa ẹgbẹ́ bò lẹ́yìn ṣeré lè sí ẹ̀yìn èèyàn mi àmọ́ Donald Trump kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn ó ní ẹ kú ọdún o ẹ kú ìyèdún o pàápàá jùlọ àwọn tẹ́rọ́rìstì tẹ́mi wọn ti ṣòfò dànù lánàá òde yìí ẹ wo àníri jù báyìí lọ ẹ̀yìn èèyàn mi lórí ilé ìtààmú àfọyín sáà yìí bàbá tó ṣe lọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí gbogbo ìpàwátá náà lẹ́ẹ̀ láǹfààní láti máa gbọ́ lórí ìkànnì Àdàbà tẹlifíṣàn ẹ bá mi comment kẹ́ máa like kẹ́sì máa pín kínní káàkiri lógúnlógún lọ́gbọ̀n ẹ máa bó ṣíaṣíà ẹ máa bó kárakára bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni kẹ́ máa bá mi bó káàkiri tààràtààrà ẹ ṣeun tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wá.